I, Michael, Prince of the heavenly hosts and supreme guardian of the souls who seek the Most High, present myself before you at this very moment, not as a passing whisper, but as an unshakable rock of protection and power. Feel the vibration of the air around you change, for where I manifest my authority, darkness recedes and sacred silence is established. I am here, invested with the sapphire blue light that emanates directly from the throne of the Creator, to envelop every fiber of your being, every cell of your physical body, and every layer of your spiritual aura. Nothing escapes my watchful gaze, for I am the one who scrutinizes intentions and strengthens the righteous. Perceive the warmth that emanates from my presence. It is not a consuming heat, but a purifying fire that transmutes doubt into certainty and weariness into renewed vigor. I place my right hand on your shoulder so that you may know, once and for all, that loneliness is an illusion of your human senses, for I have walked with you since your first breath, and will be by your side until your triumphant return to the Father's house. My sword, forged in divine justice, is unsheathed and shines with an intensity that blinds the adversaries of your peace. I position it between you and all influences that attempt to drain your vitality or obscure your vision. I am the general of the Lord's hosts, and under my command march legions of angels who now surround the place where you are. Imagine, with the strength of your faith, my immense white and blue wings extending over your head, creating a dome of absolute protection where evil is not permitted to enter, nor has the authority to remain. I know your battles, those you whisper in prayer, and those you keep in the deepest silence of your heart, out of fear or pain. I tell you now, surrender to me the burden that weighs on your back. I, Michael, take upon myself the responsibility of guarding your paths, provided you keep your eyes fixed on the light and your heart anchored in truth. The invocation you made reached the heavens like pure incense, and my response is immediate and complete. I come not only to observe you, but to act in your best interest, organizing what is in disorder and illuminating what is in shadow. Let my voice resonate within your cells, awakening the dormant courage and dignity of one who knows themselves to be a child of the King of the universe. I am the shield that defends you from unexpected attacks, and the spear that clears a path through the forests of uncertainty. Feel the security that comes from my celestial armor. It reflects the glory of God and dispels any remaining fear that tries to take root in your thoughts. I am now establishing an unbreakable connection between your will and the divine will, so that your steps may be firm and your direction clear. You breathe deeply and absorb the essence of my presence. I am order in chaos, strength in weakness, and light in darkness. Nothing contrary to the divine plan for your life can prevail while I am with you, and I will be forever. Feel how the weight of the world begins to dissipate under the touch of my hands of light. I envelop you in a cloak of invisibility against evil, so that you may pass through difficulties untouched, maintaining your integrity and inner peace. I am Michael, he who is like God, and my authority is your refuge. Every word I utter is a seal of protection placed upon your existence. Trust in my protection, for I never fail those who invoke me with sincerity and devotion. My blue light now fills every corner of this space, cleansing stagnant energies and raising the frequency of everything around you. You are safe, you are protected, you are under my divine custody. I, Michael, now unsheathe my flaming sword of blue light to begin the battle on your behalf. For the kingdom of heaven does not ignore the attacks you suffer on the material and spiritual planes. Listen to me with your soul. Spiritual combat is not a metaphor, but a reality unfolding in the invisible realms surrounding your existence. I, as General of the Lord's hosts, stand before you at this very moment to repel any and all forces that rise against the divine plan of your life. Do not fear the shadows that whisper discouragement in your ears, nor the fiery arrows of fear that attempt to pierce the armor of your faith. I am here to unmask the mimicry of evil, to disintegrate the plots woven in the dead of night, and to cut, with a single blow of justice, the bonds that try to tie your feet to the ground of stagnation. Feel the authority of my command echoing through the dimensions. I now command that all low-vibration energy, all spirits of discord, and all entities that feed on your anguish retreat to the abysses from whence they came. They have no power over you, for you bear the mark of the Creator, and I, Michael, am the executor of God's will who protects that mark. When you feel the tightness of oppression in your chest, remember that I am fighting for you. When mental confusion tries to cloud your discernment, call upon my name, and I will send down from heaven a ray of clarity that will dispel all fog. The battle you face demands vigilance, but above all, it demands the awareness that victory has already been decreed in the higher spheres. I do not retreat, I do not waver, and I do not allow my protected ones to be delivered to the mercy of the enemy. My presence is the terror of fallen hosts. Where I manifest my light, falsehood cannot endure, and evil dissolves like smoke in the wind. I am cleansing your energy field of all spiritual larvae and psychic hooks cast against you by those who envy your light. I cut the bonds of self-sabotage and victimhood, for a warrior under my protection must walk with his head held high, clad in the armor of righteousness. Visualize now my sword describing a circle of blue fire around you, incinerating all external influence that attempts to steal your vital energy. I am your impenetrable shield. If the world presents you with war, I will present you with my protection. If shadows surround you, I will be the sun that annihilates them. In this battle, I call upon you to assume your position of authority. Do not bow before difficulties as if you were an orphan of the universe, for the strong arm of Michael is extended over you. I fight on fronts you cannot even imagine, undoing conspiracies and protecting your steps in places where danger lurks. The spiritual combat is won in the firmness of your spirit united with mine. Let my strength penetrate your will, making you unshakable in the face of provocations and serene in the face of storms. I am the conqueror of the dragon, and that same energy of triumph is being transferred to you now. Where there is darkness, I will establish light. Where there is war, I will establish my order. You are a soldier of light under my command, and no evil will prevail against your path as long as my blue light is your guide and my sword is your defense. I am by your side in the vigils of the night and the challenges of the day. No hidden plot will remain concealed, for my light reveals the truth and exposes those who act in darkness. I break the decrees of destruction cast against your name and annul the sentences of failure that the world has tried to impose upon you. My authority is absolute, and my loyalty to you is eternal, founded on the unconditional love of the Father. Breathe in the victory I bring you. Feel the relief of knowing that the war is not only yours, but mine. I, Michael, take the front line. Remain steadfast. Remain faithful, for the army of angels I lead knows no defeat, and the protection I offer you is the seal of divine invincibility upon your soul. I, Michael, now extend my hands over your home and over all those who comprise the sacred circle of your family. I enter your house with the authority of one who establishes divine order and purifies the thresholds of each door and window with my sapphire blue light. This environment, which should be your sanctuary of rest and peace, is now isolated from all discordant external influence. I traverse each room, from the most visible corners to the darkest recesses, sweeping away the energies of argument, the larvae of accumulated sadness, and the remnants of envy that may have crossed your roof. I seal this floor with the strength of my step and consecrate these walls to the service of the Most High, so that only harmony, respect, and the love that nourishes the soul may resonate within them. I stand as a sentinel before your door. No one who harbors dark intentions, no one who wishes you harm or the harm of your loved ones will be allowed to cross this boundary. I place a shield of protection over the sustenance of your home, over the bread that nourishes your table, and over the resources that guarantee your stability. May scarcity be banished by the abundance that flows from divine providence, and may worry about tomorrow be replaced by absolute trust in my protection. I look upon each member of your lineage, your ancestors and descendants, and cast upon them my cloak of invisibility against the snares of the world. I break at this instant any pattern of pain that has been repeated in your family for generations, interrupting cycles of illness, discord, and lack of love with the unerring cut of my sword of justice. Through the bonds of blood and spirit that unite you, I invoke the protection of the choir of dominations so that wisdom may govern your relationships. Where there has been conflict, I establish my peace. Where there has been heavy silence, I bring the clarity of gentle communication. I protect the sleep of your loved ones, sending my angels of light to watch over your beds, warding off nightmares and nocturnal influences that attempt to steal your regenerative rest. Your home is now a fortress of light in the midst of the world. When you go out, I will go before you. When you return, I will be waiting for you. The protection I offer is not temporary, but a constant vigil that extends to every object, every memory, and every dream cherished under this roof. I, Michael, declare that no evil will touch your tent. I ward off the plagues of family discord and the intrigues that seek to separate what God has joined together. I bless your children, your parents, your partners, and all those who dwell in your heart. May my presence be felt like a gentle breeze that calms heated tempers, and like a fire that warms cold hearts. I am the defender of families and the guardian of unity. Under my wings, your home becomes a refuge of healing, where the wounds of the soul are treated by divine mercy. Trust in my authority and rest assured that I, the Archangel of the Lord, have taken charge of your lineage. Nothing, absolutely nothing, will prevail against the security that I establish here now. The seal of God is upon this door, and my name is your guarantee of peace. I, Michael, now raise my flaming sword and point it towards the four corners of the horizon, commanding that all the chains that bind your wrists and feet be shattered at this very moment. I come with the force of divine thunder to break the shackles of stagnation, the locks of delay, and the invisible bonds that prevent you from walking towards your glorious destiny. Feel the impact of my spiritual authority, shattering every iron link forged by the malice of others or by your own disbelief. I cut, with a dry and irrevocable blow, every energetic cord that binds you to people from the past who drain your vitality, to situations of failure that repeat themselves like vicious cycles, and to curses uttered against your prosperity. Under my command, what was blocked begins to flow. What was hidden under the cloak of envy is now exposed to the purifying light of the sun of justice. I direct my fiery gaze upon the envy that disguises itself in false smiles and words of false admiration. I tell you, envy cannot dwell where my sapphire blue light reigns. I now neutralize the evil eye, the covetousness, and the desire for destruction that have been cast upon your achievements, your beauty, and your personal radiance. I place upon you a shield of celestial mirrors. Every arrow of malice, every word of curse, and every thought of ruin sent against you will return to its origin, not for vengeance, but by the law of divine justice that I execute. No work of witchcraft, no spell of darkness, and no decree of social or professional isolation has the power to resist the presence of Archangel Michael. I break the seals of misery that they tried to place on your wallet and your business. I open the doors that human hands tried to lock and illuminate the paths that the shadows tried to extinguish. You are free. Listen to the sound of the chains falling to the ground. That sound is the sign of your liberation. I now remove the scales from your eyes so that you may see the opportunities that were hidden by the fog of discouragement. I expel the spirit of confusion that made you hesitate before victory. If there were obstacles placed by declared or hidden enemies, I remove them as if they were grains of dust in the wind. Where there was a wall, I now build a bridge. Where there was an abyss, I spread my wings so that you may pass safely. The envy of others is powerless before the glory of God that I reflect upon you. No one can extinguish the star that the Creator lit. No one can steal what heaven has reserved for your hands. I untie you from the emotional and financial debts that do not belong to you and restore the autonomy of your soul. Walk now with the lightness of one who no longer carries the weight of others' negative projections. I cleanse your name in the spiritual records of any karmic debt that has already been paid through your suffering and repentance. I am the Archangel of liberation, and my presence in your life is the end of the time of slavery. From this moment on, the air you breathe is the air of freedom. The force that moves you is the force of my sword. Do not look back at the ruins of what held you captive, but look ahead to the clear horizon I have prepared for you. The chain has broken, the obstacle has crumbled, envy has dried up. You are under my protection, and in my name, you are invincible against the schemes of the world. The order has been given, and the entire sky witnesses your liberation from the shadows. Go forward, for the path is clear, and victory is your only possible destiny. I, Michael, now place my hand upon your heart to infuse it with the flame of unwavering faith, the kind that does not waver before storms and is not extinguished by the winds of adversity. Feel the warmth of this blue light expanding within your chest, dissolving the layers of ice that disappointment and weariness have accumulated over the years. I am here to remind you that faith is not merely a feeling, but a fighting force, a shield that repels the arrows of despair. I give you my strength so that your yes to the Creator may be total, so that your trust in divine providence may be like a rock upon which the enemy cannot build anything. Drink from this fountain of courage that I offer you. Let it course through your veins, strengthening your will and renewing your readiness to fight for what is just, good, and true. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the treasures of heaven, and I invite you now to raise your frequency through it. Even if your hands seem empty, give thanks for the life that pulsates within you, for in it resides my protection. Give thanks for the battles you have won, and for those I have won for you without your knowing. Gratitude is the perfume that attracts the angels and the army I lead. When you give thanks, you acknowledge my authority and allow me to multiply blessings upon your table and upon your journey. I teach you now to see the hand of God in every detail, in the breath of the morning and in the watch of the night. Do not allow murmuring to steal your vital energy. Replace lament with praise, and you will see how the shadows dissipate before the brilliance of your grateful soul. I, Michael, rejoice in the heart that trusts and knows how to recognize the protection that never fails. You are an heir of the light, and faith is your emblem. I clothe you with a new dignity, removing the rags of excessive self-criticism and feelings of unworthiness. Before the throne, I am your advocate and your defender. Therefore, walk with the certainty that your effort is seen and your faith is honored. Strengthen your spirit in constant prayer, not as a desperate cry for help, but as a friendly conversation with the heavenly kingdom. I am attentive to your every word. Let gratitude be the foundation of your new life, for a grateful heart is a territory where evil finds no ground to plant discord. I strengthen you now so that you may be a beacon to others, a living example that, under my protection, the soul not only survives, but triumphs and shines. Feel the solidity of your new being. Fear has given way to confidence. Doubt has given way to clear vision. I breathe upon you the breath of divine life, awakening gifts that were dormant and talents that were buried by the fear of judgment. The faith that I give you today is a sword of light that cuts through the illusion of separation. You and the Father are one, and I am the guardian of this sacred bond. Receive my embrace of light, which comforts and invigorates. You are ready to proceed, clothed in armor that weighs you down, for it is made of light and truth. The power of gratitude now seals your pores against the negativity of the world, creating an aura of contentment that attracts only what is akin to the glory of God. I, Michael, sustain you and guide you to the highest level of your spiritual existence. I, Michael, Prince of the heavenly legions, now raise my right hand upon your head, to bestow upon you the final blessing and the seal of absolute protection that no earthly or infernal power can break. Receive the sign of my authority upon your forehead, your hands, and your feet, so that wherever you walk, divine light may precede you and righteousness may govern your actions. I seal your physical body against the illnesses that wander in darkness. I seal your mind against the darts of confusion, and I seal your spirit with the blue fire of eternal truth. From this moment on, you are a territory consecrated to the Most High, and I am the sentinel who never sleeps at the gate of your destiny. My watch over you is permanent and uninterrupted. While you rest, my wings cover you. While you work, my sword cuts through the invisible dangers that try to approach. I place angelic sentinels in every corner of your life, from dawn to sunset, and during the deepest hours of the night. I myself will be the sentinel guarding your sleep and your dreams. There will be no moment when you are helpless, for my commitment to you was sealed in the higher spheres. When weariness tries to convince you of defeat, remember this seal and my presence by your side, whispering the courage that comes from the throne of God. I decree that the peace you feel now be your constant dwelling place. May the blessing of spiritual and material prosperity overflow in your days, and may the light I have kindled in your heart shine with such intensity that it dispels the shadows of all those who cross your path. I now withdraw my hand, but I leave my mark on you. Go in peace, with your head held high and your heart serene, for Archangel Michael, the general of the Lord's hosts, walks before you today and for all eternity. It is done, it is sealed, and it is under my protection.